going back to frequencies, sorry, I'm stuck on frequencies. So because that's very interesting for me personally as well. So you mentioned that your voice coil actuators that you use, they have a sensitivity range of 45 to 250 hertz. This is what I read about specs that I found on Nova, actually.
Correct. So we wanted to have indeed a combination of an actuator that could do low frequencies because of, well, what I explained earlier with like the tool-based low frequency vibrations, and something that has, well, serious impact figures. So the G-force figures that the motor actually can produce. Because of, we wanted to simulate something like impacts with it. So if you high five, for instance, or if you smash on a table, we don't have force feedback on your wrist or on your physical arm stopping you from moving into that particular object. So you would just pass through it. But once your visual hand stays on, for instance, a table in a virtual environment, and you feel at moment of impact quite some heavy vibration, your brain already thinks, okay, I hit that particular table and now my hand is on the table. It totally makes sense. And also when you make that impact, like the amplitude of that impact variable on the actual acceleration of your hand moving into that object, it feels way more compelling. So if you hit something small, you get like a little, we give you like a little amplitude and a little bit higher frequency. But when you really hammer into something, you get a very low frequency texture in a sense, and also with a really high amplitude. So that's the reason why we wanted to both vary in frequency and amplitude and have that lower range of frequency in the motors. And obviously it needed to be as small as possible. So there were some motors that were really on spec, but were quite big and quite heavy. But finally, we implemented the low-felt motor into there. Unfortunately, that company is not existing anymore. But luckily enough for us, we bought kind of all of their stock from the motors that they had built. So we have still a few to build into our product.
Very smart. All right. Well, thank you for all these details, actually.